this video, we're going to have a look at how we can work with keywords in the photos library, because keywords are a really great and oftentimes fast way to make photos more searchable. To start with, let's have a look at the view. You can see these photos are plain. Down here I've got some photos that have this little label showing up, so that means that there is at least one keyword attached to that file. If you don't have that view, you can go to your top menu, View, and find Metadata, and make sure that Keywords is ticked on. Otherwise, you're not going to see these little labels. So once you've got that, there's different ways how to attach or remove keywords. You can simply go on one photo, click on it, Command I to open the info window, and I can see here, because it says add a keyword, that means there is no keyword. So I can simply click in here and start typing. I will type beach. Now, because I've already used that keyword in the past, the options come up. I'm going to go with that one, click on return, and you're done. So this photo has now also that label because I've attached that keyword. If you want to do the same thing with a series of photos, you can of course select multiple at the same time. So let's do that. Here we go. And now you can see very light grey, you can hardly read it, if at all. You can see that there are some keywords attached. Now the reason why they grayed out means that these keywords are attached to only some of the photos, and when we look here we've got 3 that have the labels. I can't see from here to which photos they are attached, but it gives me an indication. So now I want the keyword beach for all of these photos, so I simply start typing again. I choose return on the keyboard, and now it's attached that keyword. The reason this is black now rather than grey is that indicates to me that this keyword written in black is attached to all of the photos that I have selected at the moment. How do you remove a keyword? From here, you simply click on that and click on delete on your keyboard, and it's gone. And you can see these have lost their little label now. So this is probably the easiest way to attach keywords, but you can also work differently. So let's close that one. You have a keyword window that you can get by Command K. Click on Command K on your keyboard and this window will open. First of all, we've got the whole keyword catalog down here. That's all the keywords that I have used in some of these photos. And I've also got a quick group. Now you notice that they've got that blue circle with a number or a letter. That means they are shortcuts. From here, how I can attach a keyword is simply select my photos again. So I've done multiple ones. And here, again, an indication that the keyword beach is on some of these photos, but not all of them. So if I want it to be on all of them, I click on that once, and now it's been attached to all of them. You see that little minus has disappeared. If I want to remove that keyword, I simply click again, and now it's not blue anymore. That means none of these photos that I've currently selected have that keyword attached. If I want to attach another keyword or multiple to these photos, I can simply go and choose them from here. I click on them. There we go. Doesn't matter which ones, it's just an example. And now all these keywords have been attached. And same thing to remove them. Click again and they're gone. How do I use shortcuts? They come in really handy for keywords that you use a lot and you don't always want to type or click on these buttons. So what you can do, you can select your photos as we've got here, and let's say I want to rate them all as a 3-star rating. So all I have to do now on my keyboard, I press the number 3, and you can see how that became blue immediately. All these photos now have that keyword attached to it. There's something you need to know though. If you want to use that feature with the shortcuts, you have to have that keywords windows open. So if I close that and I want to remove the 3-star rating, that would mean I have to click on 3 again. So if I do that, you can hear the sound, nothing happens. I have to Command K to get the keyword window to the front, and now I can click on number 3 and the keyword has been removed again. So this is really handy when you want to work through a whole lot of photos quickly, and if you've got keywords that you use all the time. They are often used for people's names because you don't want to type the names all the time. So your, let's say your core family, for example, or your pet, it's good to have a shortcut for them because you'll be working much faster. Now in that keyword catalog, what can I do from here? You can see you've got a button edit keyword. So when I go into that, I can see my whole list like that. It's exactly the same as we just saw, just in a list. And I can also see the shortcuts. So let's start with the shortcuts. How can I add a shortcut to a keyword? So let's continue with the star rating. If the love hearting is not enough for me and I want to have a 1 to 5 star rating, for example, I can do that here. So I've already assigned the keyword 1 star, but no shortcut. So if I click on that, I've got 2 options. I can either click in here and simply give it the number 1 and return, and it's done. Or while I'm standing on one of the keywords, I say shortcut and it does the same thing. So that's really all. And now when we click OK, it jumps back to that view and you can see that this is now the shortcut. Another way to make a keyword a shortcut is to simply drag the keyword into that quick group field, let go, and it has added a shortcut. Now it has automatically added the number 4 because it's sort of clever. If we take a name, for example, let's say my name, drop it here, it assigns the C to that name because it can see, it can read the first letter of the name and it assigns that one. But how about if we have already got A for Aaron? So what happens if I add another word that starts with an A? Let's have a look. It's assigned the letter S to it. That might not make a lot of sense. So again, what you do is you edit keywords, you go to your keyword and click in here and you give it a different shortcut. They have changed things a little bit. You used to be able to use capital letters as well, but it doesn't accept that. So if I write a capital A now and return, it doesn't like that. It reads it as a lowercase a, and it tells me that this has already been used for Aaron. Now, if I click OK, it will remove the shortcut from Aaron and add it to this keyword abstract. That doesn't remove the keyword Aaron from the photos that I have assigned that name to. It simply removes the shortcut, not the actual keyword. So nothing has changed, that's only the shortcut. So this is how you can work with shortcuts. What else can you do here? You can of course add and remove keywords. If I want to remove that one, I simply select it, click on minus, and it's gone. What will happen though, it can see that this has been used in this case in 4 photos, and it gives me a warning that they will be removed. Let's say I don't care about it, I simply click OK and it's gone. Let's assume that you do mind that you're losing that keyword in these photos, and maybe you want to give it a different one. And you can see the example that we had before for beach. I've got it in capital letter here, and then I've got it in lowercase, which is no good. So this is another thing you need to consider. You should have a convention for your keywords. So one of them is use lowercase letters except if it's names. So I want to get rid of beach in capital letter, click on minus, and it's got 33 photos. Now I don't want to lose that, so what do? I cancel first of all, and then I go into my search field and start typing beach. And I can see that I've got 56 photos that have that keyword. That's not the number it just gave me. In the search field, it doesn't differentiate between capital letter and lowercase letter. So it's given me all of them. So what I'm going to do is I will select them, Command A for all. Got 56 selected. I will Command I for the windows. And now what I will do, first of all, I will add the keyword beach in lowercase to all of these photos, even if they already have it. That doesn't matter. Return. There we go. And then I'm going to take the one with the capital letter, select it and delete it. Now it's been removed. I can close that. I still have 56 photos with that keyword, and when I go back into my keywords here and want to remove beach, and now I click on minus, it has disappeared. It has been gone off the list because it wasn't attached to any photos. It didn't give me a warning, it simply removed it. This is how you can clean up your keywords if you've already got a whole list going but it might not be to your liking. This is how you can do that without losing the information in the photo. You have to do that little workaround. How do you add a keyword? You simply click on a plus sign and you start typing. And as you can see, a keyword can actually include more than one word. Once you're done, you simply press on return key and there it is. The last thing before we leave that view, you can rename a keyword. So you simply select it, you rename, that opens that view and you can type. Again, simply click return and it's done. Once you're done, click on OK and we'll get back to that view here. If you don't need that anymore, once you're done with your keywords, you can leave that window and close it. But remember, if you want to use shortcuts when you keyword your photos, you have to have that keyword window open and you can get it by Command K. One last remark about keywords and the Apple ecosystem. If you using iCloud Photos and you can see your whole photo library on the phone as well, it's all connected through the cloud. First thing to know is that you can only add keywords on your Mac, on your Photos app on your Mac. You cannot add or see keywords on your phone. That's just not possible. However, if you add keywords on your Mac, they are still searchable on your phone, even though you can't see them. But once you've added keywords, you can actually search for them even on your phone. Even if you cannot see them, they are hidden like in the background, but you can still search for them. So it's absolutely worth going through the effort to add keywords because you can use them anywhere on all the devices. You just can't see them everywhere.